What up, y'all? Back with another sneaker review video. Today we're going to be reviewing the Adidas Powerphase, because if you didn't know, Adidas just put out 2 new colorways, and I haven't seen anybody compare them to the Easy Calabasas Powerphase, so I figured I'd go ahead and let y'all take a look at that. So I guess to start off, I'll start off with the new pairs. We got just the usual Adidas Originals box. As you can see, I cut my size a size 10. It just says Powerphase on the label. And if you compare that to the Calabasas Yeezy Powerphase, you can see on the box that it actually says Yeezy Powerphase, which that is the only spot that you will find any type of Yeezy branding. It's not on the shoe, not anywhere else on the box, just right here on the label, Yeezy Powerphase. So that's the only difference between the boxes. I'm just gonna go ahead and pull out all 3 shoes here. So you got the 2 new colorways right here, and then this is the OG Calabasas colorway. So if you didn't know about the Powerphase, this is actually a really old shoe that they brought back. It was originally released in 1987. It was a part of the Adidas Fitness collection, and a lot of people actually compare this shoe to one of Reebok's classics. They say that Adidas kind of ripped them off. Which, I don't know if it's true or not, but, I mean, Adidas does own Reebok, so I guess you could be the judge there. So yeah, like I was saying, the shoe was released in 1987, and then a year later they released a high top version, which they haven't released since then, so it'd be pretty hard to find any of those pairs. The shoe was retroed actually in 2014. It was on End Clothing, and I'm pretty sure if you Google it, you can actually still find that it was there. It released for like $85, went on sale actually for less than $60, and then yeah, nobody was really into the shoe at the time. It wasn't until Kanye went ahead and took the silhouette and added his little touch to it that the shoe started blowing up. So yeah, Kanye took the silhouette, really did nothing to it other than the color, and then you can see it also says Calabasas on the side, which in comparison to the new pairs, or I guess also the old pairs, it says Powerphase. That's the only thing Kanye really did. And then all of his colorways are all monotone. So this one's kind of like an off-whitish color. There's also a gray colorway and the black colorway. I didn't buy those ones because I wasn't really into them. I had the black briefly, but it just wasn't a colorway for me. But this color right here is my absolute favorite, and honestly, I think the Powerphase is probably one of my favorite silhouettes that came out from Adidas Classics. It's just something that can really fit in any generation. I mean, you wear it in the 80s, it was cool. Wear it in the 90s, and if you wear it now, it definitely still fits in, especially with all the retro type of styles that are coming back. As for the shoe itself, all 3 are basically the exact same. In terms of material, you got a premium leather upper. It's got an EVA sole down here. They call it a split cup sole, which I'm not exactly sure what they mean there, but all 3 pairs should have that same sole. This pair is a little dirtier because I've worn it quite a bit. I haven't worn these yet. Yeah, so I mean, having all 3 shoes in hand, I feel like the Calabasas Yeezy Powerphase is like an in-between in terms of the colors, because this one's the white pair is pretty white. It's straight up white, especially when you compare it to the creamy colorway. The only thing about this one is it has a creamy sole, and it honestly looks like it's dirtier, like it's yellowing, which when I first saw it in the pictures was pretty off-putting to me. But I'm not gonna lie, I kind of like it, and not to mention these are I'm gonna beat the crap out of these. So I mean, the yellowing bottom doesn't really matter to me. Yeah, but I mean, it's all white. It says Powerphase on the side. You got the Adidas window there, which also, when you compare it to the Calabasas colorway, it has a green Adidas and a red logo, and then Calabasas is gold. Whereas for these ones, Powerphase it's clear, or not clear. It's like it's white. It matches. And then you got blue Adidas and red trefoil. I mean, yeah, man, I'm really digging this colorway. This one's, it's not as cool as the Calabasas Powerphase, but when you compare it to this creamy colorway, it's definitely a lot better. Let's go ahead and take a look at this one. So this one, the pictures make it look super creamy, which that's why I wasn't sure if I'd like him or not. But in hand, they're not as creamy. It's actually a little lighter. The only thing is, something I don't know if you can really tell in the pictures, at least I didn't, is there's a lot of different colors going on here. And it might just be because of the materials, but like when you look at the back, these tones aren't the same. And I don't know if my camera's going to pick it up, probably not. But it's a little bit off. Obviously, the inside is definitely lighter. The laces and tongue are also a little bit of a different color compared to everything else. I mean, I guarantee my camera's not picking that up, but it honestly, it doesn't look that good to me. If you look at the window here, the background of it behind the Adidas is also the same color as like the tongue and the laces. It looks a little off. And if you ask me, I think it was the wrong touch. Also the white, this one's got a white bottom. So it's like they kind of flip-flopped here. You got the white top, creamy bottom, creamy top, white bottom. I get what they were going for, but I don't know. I just think the monotones work a little better on this shoe. And then definitely having I think this is the only colorway that's come out in recent times that has different colors on it. And like I said, that might not have been on purpose. That might just be the materials, but it's definitely pretty obvious when you have it in hand that the colors don't really go together. Or they're not the same, I should say. They go together okay, but it's not something that I'm really into. Yeah, so the crazy thing is, like I said, when the shoe released in 2014, it wasn't really being bought and it went on sale. Now these two came out, and because of the hype that was Kanye West and the Calabasas colorways, this colorway is selling out, and it might honestly be sold out by the time this video goes up. There were like 3 sizes the last time I looked. This colorway still has full-size runs on Adidas, so you could definitely cop it. If I had to choose between these two, white definitely wins, and I think it's just because it looks a little cleaner in person. And the creamy colorway, there's just something off about it, and it's something that I'm not really into. If you're trying to figure out which shoe to go with, I mean, they're both pretty dope shoes. I really love the silhouette, like I said, but in all honesty, the white pair wins for me. I think it'll go a little better with things. This one might be a little bit harder to match unless you're going with white or black. It's just it's a weird color. Yeah, the white was gonna be right behind the OG, and when I say OG, I mean Kanye's OG pair. Yeah, I'm really glad I was able to pick up the new Powerphase when the Calabasas one came out, and then I finally got it in hand. I wish I had doubled up. I mean, I still could, but I really don't want to pay as much as resellers right now. But it's a shoe that goes with anything. It's a shoe that looks good. It's a great color. So the fact that I was able to double up in a way with getting these white ones and these cream ones, I am happy. The white ones are definitely going to be my beaters. I intend on keeping the Calabasas ones on lock. I cleaned them up a bit, and I probably won't wear these for a while. These are going to be the ones that I beat. So yeah, that's going to be all for me. I might give you all a few shots of the shoes in better lighting just to see if you guys can see a difference in colors and what you think. But yeah, that's going to be all for me for today, so peace.